Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us for ENN STN Edition.
Today we're bringing you a special episode from Tampa, Florida that's all about water.
Coming up, we check out how one resident's dream came true.
Next, we look into how one bakery is being impacted by the bay.
And finally, we see how well Tampa residents know their city.
So stick around,
because ENN STN Edition starts
right now. Welcome back, STN, and thank you for joining us. I'm Isabel Molter.
And I'm Bradson Swick. Today is Saturday, March 1st, and also the first day of STN 2025.
And this is by far STN's biggest year yet, with over 3,500 people.
And after walking around, it seems that Tampa is also growing as well each year.
Since 1980, the city's population has grown by over 106%. Colton Boston takes a dive into the true Tampa Bay.
A city's culture is shaped by its people. Tampa Bay is growing exponentially because of the community's passions. 10 years ago, there was no Riverwalk and little sense of community. But now, the city is more connected than ever.
But I think that there's a general consensus amongst the people about what this town is supposed to be, and it's kind of like a city by the beach. You know, here you have a little bit more of a cosmopolitan city, but, you know, with a little bit of a drawn down attitude.
The city's growth isn't just about buildings and businesses. It's about the people who bring their dreams to life.
Growing up, I always dreamed of having my own boat one day. So my husband and I went searching for a boat of our own, and we found this boat. And so we named her Jill's Dream, because this truly is my dream of owning our own boat.
From docks to incredible downtown views, the Riverwalk in Tampa Bay has something for everyone. But throughout the city's history, it hasn't always been this way.
When I was a teenager in the area, it was mainly a commuter city. The city has really grown and developed over the last, I would say, 20 years, where people live here. My daughter lives here downtown, tons of restaurants and bars.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Colton Boston.
Thanks, Colton. Tampa is full of such rich culture, and it's so interesting to hear how it impacts residents like Jill.
For sure, I sure hope she can take her bed out and have some fun in the sun like we are today.
And I think she can do just that with this great Tampa weather. Christina Krasinova has the updates.
Thanks, Bradson. It is an overcast day here in Tampa Bay, but don't worry, it is still very nice outside. The high for today is at 73 degrees with clouds filling the sky. Out here on the water, the weather is so beautiful. Splashing into Sunday, it'll be about the same high, but instead of clouds, there will be all sunshine. It'll be the perfect day for pulling out your sunnies and shorts and exploring the area. But those rays are sadly going away on Monday because the high will reach 74 degrees with the clouds coming right back out. Clearly, Florida is already on its way to its well-known summer heat. That wraps up our 3-day forecast. Bradson and Isabel, back to you.
Thanks, Christina. It's gorgeous out here, and I'm definitely looking forward to this amazing weather for the rest of the weekend.
I mean, me too, Isabel, and honestly, I might need to do some shopping around the docks.
And since it's so warm out, you might want to wait to cool off.
That's right. With this summer heat on the way, tourists like us and locals need a place to get out of the sun.
Maddie Kep has the scoop on this Tampa favorite. Thanks, Isabel. With tourists and locals walking around the Riverwalk, there's always a need for a sweet treat or a cold beverage to cool them down. And Fast Tracks makes that possible.
You have the Riverwalk right here, so you can eat and take a nice stroll. So it has a little bit of everything.
A lot of people will grab coffee or grab food and go across the street to the boats and take the boat. People get to grab their coffee and just sit by the water.
But it's not only locals that enjoy Fast Tracks. Tourists also have developed a love for the local spots.
We have a good mix because we're right next to the convention center and right next to the heart of downtown Tampa. So anyone that comes and stays in the hotels and stuff, they usually pop over here.
Locals know it as the perfect little spot for breakfast. It's kind of a little hideout. And the tourists know it from asking the concierge, and the concierge is if you want a full breakfast, sit down, go to Jackson's. If you want something quick, go to Little Jack's.
Fast Jacks isn't new to the area, but has grown with the Riverside and overall expansion of Tampa.
Jackson's is like a staple of Tampa. I mean, Jackson's has been here since like the 90s, early 2000s, and Fast Jacks has been here since 2009. So like, if you're from Tampa, you know about Jackson's.
We've seen this city grow, and it's finally to the point that we all hoped it would be. So it's time for Tampa now.
Fast Jacks has been here for over 15 years and is a go-to place for anyone visiting Tampa. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Maddie Cat.
Thanks, Maddie. It's so impressive how much of an impact this stable business has made on the Riverwalk.
Right, and that gelato looks so good, we just had to take a try. That's pretty good.
I mean, we have not seen anything like this back in Prosper. This beautiful city just has so much history, having been around for over a century now.
And because of that, there are so many vibrant residents enjoying the culture. Nuala Adams is on the pier with more.
The beautiful city of Tampa was founded in 1887 and since then has built itself a rich history of pirates and piers. And with all that culture, we're here asking Tampa residents how well they know their city, diving into some Tampa trivia. Do you know what the nickname of Tampa is?
The Bay? No, I don't.
That I have no idea. Gasparilla City.
Cigar City? The Cigar City.
When is the annual Pirate Festival?
January 20th?
Well, that we have, the last Saturday of January.
The last weekend in January.
February. Just happened.
Gasparilla, is that Gasparilla? It was a couple weekends ago, right?
What mythical pirate is that festival based on?
No idea.
Gasparilla.
Gasparilla.
Yes.
Gaspar.
Jose Gaspar.
Great. You guys are pros.
I have no idea.
When did the Buccaneers logo switch to the flag?
I don't know.
2010?
1998 or 7? 98. I'm going with 98.
It's 97.
It was 97.
We're really close.
Okay.
The correct answers were Cigar City, the end of January, Gasparillo, and 1997. Because we are so close to the water out here, I had high hopes that most people would get those pirate questions right. But it is just so cool to see the history all around us here in Cigar City. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Nuala Adams.
Thank you, Nuala. And to wrap up our show, I have one more trivia question for you, Bradston. WSUN-TV was the very first television station here in Tampa. Do you know how many years they were in business?
I'm gonna take a shot here and guess from 1960 to 1980?
So close. It was actually 1953 to 1970, but clearly Broadcast News is still making its mark in Tampa.
Well, that's all we have for you today, STN. I'm Bradston Swick.
And I'm Isabel Molter. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Have a great day and go Eagles.